All right, everyone, come on in, come on in. 5 o'clock, don't late. I know Jamaicans don't usually reach on time, but today we have a very, very special guest. The youngest, also the baddest, NCAA champion indoor and outdoor, SEC champion indoor and outdoor, world junior champion, Jaydon Hibbert. How you feeling today? Definitely looking forward to talking to you with my co-host and fellow Jamaica College. Man, how you doing?
I'm okay, doing good.
Yes.
I'm looking good.
Oh.
Definitely.
Yes.
Fashion.
This set from who knows where. I'm not saying it.
Talk to us about the style a little bit. Talk to us a little bit about the style. We see you have on the kicks, something
The
different
kicks.
with the socks.
The bubble cakes with the gibbets and the bobby socks and
Okay.
this neutral kind of tone.
Linen.
Yeah.
Linen short
Linen.
set.
We don't go fabric school.
Jewelry, a kick and everything.
How important though is fashion, branding, and sports? Because it's something that we would talk about often. That athletes needs to tap into their branding outside of their discipline, right? Outside of the track. How important is that for you though?
Well, thanks to you, Karim, for introducing me to
Yes.
fashion.
And the things.
Thanks to Noah too.
Yeah.
Right. For me personally, when you look good, you feel good.
True.
Look good, feel
People,
good.
you don't want people to only see in their gears.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Kind of kick it off with a little jeans, a little shirt, a little this. Kind of show your personality in a different way, kind of, right? And for me, if I don't look good, I don't perform well, I can't think well, I just have to look good. It's a need for me.
Yeah.
So as it relates to branding, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Dress how you want. Dress up like one life.
Well, Jaydon, you must feel good every time because every time you go on the track, it's something special.
Right.
You've been killing it since forever, since birth, really. But the last couple of years, the world has really seen you shine. But to jump into a little bit of track and field, I have to say, there's 3 performances of yours that, is really etched in my mind. I'm sure it will add to the list. The first one is going to be like your World Junior jump, 17:27, when you won World Juniors. The
Right.
second one is going to be that 1787 at SEC Championship at LSU.
Right.
And most recently, you jumped 1775 at the Jamaica Invitational.
No,
No,
I-
but
At
Racers
the Racers
Grand
Grand Prix.
Yeah.
What edged those into my mind was the reaction. So I want to dive into that a little bit about what goes through your mind when you come out the sand. You look back at those marks and you know that you've just done something special and you always had some emotional reaction to it that I think the crowd, myself included, really feel. So what's going through your mind when you look back and you see that you've just done something crazy?
Well, mostly for me, I'm mostly intern. I'm an internal kind of athlete. Everything is done in here.
Yeah.
Right? And this year, I promised coach, because we had a meeting in September, and he was like, what are your goals this year, what you want, all of that. And I told him that I just want to be more vibrant with my personality, just express myself freely. And I think I was kind of shy to do that last year. A young year and a freshman, you just getting into it. But now I'm kind of immersed into it, and thanks to coach for reinforcing it. Thanks to him for encouraging me. He never tells me what to do at a track meet, but to go and have fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
I kind of want to take it back to 2023. It was an amazing year for you, obviously. You've won every single thing. Once you're in it, you're winning it.
Yeah.
And then you won the Bowerman, the first Jamaican to do so, the first freshman male to do so, the youngest to do so.
And the bodies.
Right, and the bodies, yes. And can you just walk us through that moment? Like, going through the season, being shortlisted, then being in the semifinals and the final, and then actually going to the ceremony. We all saw, obviously, your reaction and, all of that. But, looking back at it now, 5 months after, 6 months after, how does that feel? A Bowman winner as a young Jamaican youth.
Well, you know me, Karim. I don't really take it so serious, right? But, you constantly remind me, people constantly remind me that I'm the first to do this, first to do that. and it hasn't really sunk in yet because I'm so hungry for more. I'm so hungry to.
That's so true.
You know, I don't want to dwell in the past too much, but still be thankful. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I'm always focusing on the next jump rather than what I've done in the past. Something I'm still kind of, working on. But
Yes.
I'm actually proud of myself. Like looking back, I usually spend like late nights, kind of just looking back, going back, thinking of how I felt this day. And
Yeah.
I probably need to even start journalizing too,
Yeah.
right? Because I want to remember. I want to remember those moments. Sometimes when I'm sad and I kind of get depressed at training, I probably don't have a good day or something. I will look back at, the good moments,
Yeah.
the bar man, and when I was crying, and the World Juniors in 2022, when I went there with a lot of pain, came out jumping 17.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of emotions, but I'm still kind of trying to fathom everything at the same time.
I mean, you're so young still, you're still figuring it out. Naturally, Jaydon talk like, I'm at 35, you know what I mean? But
He's
he's
just
so
19.
mature.
He's
I
a
mean,
child,
I mean,
right?
the jumps are 35-year-old type
Right.
of jumps, but like, you know what I mean? You're still eligible for under 20, which is crazy when you think
Yes.
about. But I know what Jaydon is talking about when it comes to, living for the future. Because when you're an athlete, right, if you look about too much of what you've done while you're doing it, it takes you away from what you're going to achieve.
Yes.
And you don't want to crowd your mind with too much, right? So you have to
Right.
think about what's next instead of taking. For me personally, I didn't really appreciate everything I did until I stopped doing track. And you look back and it's like, I did okay. You know what I mean? Obviously, Jaydon different. You know what I mean?
Bye.
You know what I mean? New level. You soon come home with one of these Olympic medals. We're looking for that gold, but we take it whatever. No pressure. We already know you're built for this, Jaydon. But like, you're under 20. I wonder if people know that. People who are watching, let me know in the comments. How many people know that Jaydon is still eligible for the U20? You could go to World Juniors. Is that on your mind for this,
Oh yes,
Charles?
it's every day on my mind. Like even at KSC, at my second World Juniors,
Yeah.
when I jumped to 17.
It's going to be a third one if you
Yes,
go this
yes.
year.
I am going. I'm telling you.
Okay.
If I'm healthy,
Breaking news. You heard it here first on Roots and Records. Jaydon Hibbert will be going to World Juniors this year.
For both the
Alright.
What?
Now we're back on.
Alright. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Once again, introducing we're Roots and Records, episode 3 with Jaydon, Hibbert, World Junior, record holder, NCAA indoor and outdoor champion, SEC champion. Ready to get back to the conversation, and obviously just now we're talking about me and Jaydon's history with him being my first interview, and at the time just getting into media. I was talking about him being how your career is gonna unfold. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have many more interviews. This is interview number 2. And I'm going to be in Paris, I'm just saying. Just putting that out there, so interview number 3 is definitely
coming right up.
it's coming up. Let's put the plans in work. So we're just talking about this Arkansas relationship with Coach Robinson with the Jamaicans, and just I want you to elaborate a little bit more on the camaraderie that you were mentioning about Arkansas.
Yeah, one thing that I must commend Charles for is his love for the Jamaican. I never seen a coach took us so.
Yeah. So you're saying that he's the coach that.
Yeah, like he loves Jamaican athletes, right? Like he would go hard for them, and just to see him in training, he would kind of mock us sometimes. Like, wow, brother.
I love you. Just like what
What is it that you think he likes about Jamaican athletes specifically? Because you must see that there's a trait in Jamaican athletes that that he looks out for.
Like the commitment, determination, like that's one of the things that we always for. We're always early for practice.
Yeah.
Where we give it our all. You can see that we're trying practice. We do our recovery. We do everything that it takes, to win. Everything that he says, like we don't overthink. We just trust him, and he says he will that trust that we have.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, definitely. I think he's doing a great job. And now that you're not an Arkansas athlete anymore, still around the group.
Still a great man.
What's the difference has been being at the Razorback as a pro athlete compared to being a student athlete?
Well, for me, it's not really different.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's different, that maybe I will practice. Sometimes I'll practice with the collegiate athletes, sometimes with the pros, depending on class schedule. But most times with the collegiate athletes. Right? The trainers, they still take care of me. The professors, they still treat me like a college athlete and I need somebody. The advisors, they make sure that all my emails are sent out. They do everything just as if I'm in college, right? I still get food, I still get, the luxury treatment that I once endured, right? So, it's really seamless for me. The only thing I have to worry about is the training and job.
Nice. I mean, that's great. And what do you major in at Arkansas? Management. Nice. What outside of track and field, fashion? What are some of the things that you are interested in?
I know fashion, but I like event planning. I like things kind of go my way.
Yeah.
I want to see something from the life. I like, that kind of meet director kind of event planning kind of thing. That's what I love.
Okay.
What I kind of find intriguing is, at 19, navigating through this world into life you are, right, is fascinating to me because at 19, I was still trying to figure out what do I want to become in this world. Yeah. And here you are at 19, you're having such a great career, you're going to school, you're trying to manage your life, your personal life, your professional life. How do you do it? Like, how do you remain focused, right, on all of your goals and your tasks? Doing your assignments, going to training, your sponsorship obligations. Like, how do you do it all in a young age?
I think I'm big on that stress.
Yeah, man.
I like too much things piled, right? Muddled. So what I do, I separate it with training, warm up, focusing on warm up. I'm not thinking about silence I have. I'm not thinking about my recovery just yet. Warm up. All over to Travis, ask you what I have to do that. after practice now, Travis knows that I'm in recovery. So, you're not saying now come to me like I'm in recovery, right? He allows me to recover. When I go home, it's all about school, I don't think about track and field. Whatsoever, I don't watch track and field. I don't have things. Home time, and why in my home and study with the kid. When it's track meets time, then I make sure I do all my homework on Monday, right? I usually travel on Wednesday or Thursday. So on the Monday, I do all my homework. Tuesday, I start my content. I make your needs, my pictures, all of that. Focus on those on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, travel. Get through travel, make sure I come home and cover. And just take it day by day. I never fetch myself with everything I want. I really try to go crazy. So I just take it day by day for myself.
That's a great way to like segment it, and like you're still young, you don't want to overwhelm yourself, you want to build into a lot of things, and it's good that you know inside you have people around you that you know helping things so you can focus on really compete and take care of what's most important. But I want to shift gears a lot, not a little bit, a lot. Let's talk about your first athlete experience. You know, and everybody was looking forward to that competition, and you know it was a great competition. Honestly, a dramatic ending. Talk to me about going into that competition and you know just overall results and experience that you had.
Let me get down.
Give him credit, like he's such a great athlete, right?
Yes.
For me, I was really there for the match.
Yeah.
I was in,
I mean, you know,
I really didn't have much to lose like there. I was in that pro. I was
yeah.
having fun, and I represented the school. Hey, there's an athlete spot open. Travis, he asked Travis, was like, oh, that's so cool. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It was my first time traveling to Europe, traveling to Monaco, France, Monaco. There was this road between the hotel and the stadium that divided France and Monaco. So that was kind of
Cool.
That was so cool.
That's
I saw athletes, I was like, oh my gosh, that's me, alien.
yeah.
That's like all the athletes. I looked up to them, you know.
They probably look up to you too.
It was just, I was really there for the vibe. I was just thinking about jumping.
Yes.
But on jump day, I was like, okay, I have to get serious. And I was like, and I gave my best. I came second. I'm super grateful. I won't trade that for the world. But next year, for sure, I'll be
Come back and get that payback.
Factual. But speaking of competitions last year, we can also touch on the World Championships, right? The first time now in a big senior team and things like that, and a big competition. We were all here rooting for the entire Jamaica, trust and believe me. We were just like, if we're sure about anything, we're sure about it, right? But you know, life do happen. And when you looked like you were hurt, especially on social media, a lot of us were just like, listen, please never ever jump. Try it again. Just load it, please. But can you just walk us through that moment though? Qualifying with 70, yeah, and then going into the final and that absolute issue. What took place and mentally, how are you now in comparison to where you were last year? Yes, please.
Right? Rather okay. I wasn't really that excited. I don't know. Something about it's kind of off. But I feel kind of really I wound up well. I was ready. Travis really encouraging me with that whole practice. This is what we're training for. This is the moment that chill on holidays, chill on holidays, stuff like that. And I was ready. He told me that I was before I go. So I said, okay, good. I went out there. First jump, I was really nervous. I jumped like 69. I was like, Travis, what am I doing? It was like back up 4 steps and run the field. I did that 30 seconds. Cool down, everything was fine. Got some good now. Earned some straight there.
No, I'm somebody big.
It is. One day after I did that, I took recovery and started it. Then the final was so that day I felt, encouraged. I was like, wow, I'm on my way,
Yeah.
I was verse and first drum, like it was the right time for it. Yeah. And I went out there, warm myself good, everything felt good. And I prayed before that first drum. I ran with my approach, trying to not rolling. That's the fastest thing I ran, running. That's the best thing. Took off the board. Like everything was so perfect. Right? And then I felt something like squeeze me and tap me so comfortable. And I was like, oh wow. It's really happening. I saw my breathing out in the slides. I started trying to speechless. I was like, this can't be happening. And then I took a minute. There's this random person in the beach with like threw a ball at me. Like, it's almost like a tennis ball that I would use to like roll up. Oh, the roll up. Yeah. It's so strange.
Shout out to that random person. You're looking out.
Still have the ball right now. Anyways, I took it, I was rolling out. Still was feeling the pain. And like, I tried to come back. Travis was like, do you want to go down to 8 steps or 10 steps? I was like, Travis, I really can't. Like, trust me, I could have. And then I said, Coach, and just find out, if you want me to try, you want me to roll out, try and come back, but it's just not going to happen. And I'm fine with that. Like, I prayed before the meeting, so I know what's going to happen. I'm good. Right? So I was prepared to not always remind me. The mind can move to, the mind's mind was hurt. Yeah. But the ground didn't hurt. To this day, it hurts. Yeah. But it's like no one, right? So I'm going to experience stuff like that. Makes future days better, exciting and future days better.
True, definitely, because I know that must be measuring back in your head last year. You were having a great year, winning everything. And then you came up now to that moment that on the biggest stage where you end up having that. And we talked about that a little bit mentally, how you deal with the success, but now when I tell you mentally how do you deal with the failure, especially when you have such a successful year.
Yeah, for me, I take 2 days and pray. And then after that, start back to life.
Yeah.
Right? Already happened. What you can do, and pray for better days.
Yeah.
And pray for guidance. And pray for your learn the lesson. I don't know what was my lesson to this day. I'm still waiting for the massive breakthrough from that disappointment.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for patience and it's coming. But just trust God. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. Trust God. Like, that's what's carrying me right now because I've been through so much behind the scenes. That I don't post and talk about. Like, a lot of battles I've overcome because of that. So that's my biggest thing right there.
We talked to Lady Walker a little bit about, and she talks about a lot of things that athletes go through that fans don't have any idea of. And they, fans come, they say this and they say that, but they don't know what athletes aren't telling them. And so, kudos to you for being so young and dealing with those things and still coming back on the track and doing all that. But I wanted to ask you a question from one of the fans. We asked a question on Twitter. It said, who's one of your favorite fast jumpers and why?
I really
This man said, I don't watch. He must say, I'm my favorite jumper.
I don't even watch those, bro.
Oh, you did say you don't watch tracks, so I shouldn't be surprised. Like, what do you know about James Bedford, though? Obviously, you must have heard that name a few times. You're creeping up on his national record. So, how was that, man?
Before he answers it real quick, the audio seems like we need to restart the audio because something's not working.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Where's the stream?
And when it's a good time to call,
Yeah.
so James Bedford. Respect.
The audio's not.
Can we just pause this?
Let me just- okay. Okay, but literally did the sound check.
Yeah, it was perfectly fine.
Everything was working.